Hello everyone, so Kafka here, and in this video we are gonna see how Linux users, at least me, share files and make use of how I transfer files. Okay, so first let me show you something. Okay, let me go to my pictures wallpaper. So here I have a bunch of wallpapers. Okay, so if I want to share this pictures to someone in my local network or ignore the local network. Like if I want to access, these are actually nothing but wallpapers. Can show you that. Like wait, okay. So these are just a bunch of wallpapers which I downloaded from different places. Okay. So if I want to share this to someone else or for me to my phone or something else, what can I do? So the ideal way most people do is they probably share it to WhatsApp or as something else as a container and they download it from the container. The easiest method, if you have Python in your machine, so you have Python in your machine, what you can do is you can just set up a simple Python server and then you can download it over there. So let me show you how it's being done. So you can just give like Python 3 where you can just access the HTTP module. Okay, now there is a local server which is running internally on the LAN, and everyone who is connected to the Wi-Fi can access it on the port 8000. So let me send a small curl request and show you like this is really happening. Okay, yep, you can see the images are rendered here in the HTML. Okay, so this is one way of doing. But what if you want to share a movie, a big file, a big video or something. Okay. So in this case, I run a media server. I run a media server. Let me show you that. Okay. So my own media. Okay. Okay. So here I have a bunch of movies in my machine, and I don't really want to watch it on my PC because I don't really like being sitting in my mission and watching it. So I prefer to watch it in my TV. Okay. So the best way to watch it is to copy it in a pen drive and then insert the pen drive in my TV and then watch it. But I don't really like doing it and I don't want to do it. So I run a media server. So let me show you a small demo of how it's being done. Okay. So let me just check whether media server is running. So sudo. So it's not running. Let me just start it for you guys. Okay, so now I go to okay. Now if I go to web, it should. Yep, here is my media server. Okay, so I have a bunch of movies, and this is accessible all over the local network. So if someone has Jellyfin, and Jellyfin is nothing but a media server. Okay, so you can easily set up just by looking at the docs. But the beautiful thing about Jellyfin is that now I don't have to transfer my movies from to a pen drive and then insert it in my TV or something. I can watch it if my PC is turned on and I can watch it. And another good thing is if someone in my home network wants to access my movie collection, also I don't just have a movie collection, I have a bunch of other collection as well. I have a music collection as well. Okay. So yeah, I have a bunch of really good music collections, so they could access this as well. But there comes a scenario where someone who's not on the my home network wants to access my movie collection or a music collection. Okay, in that case, The best thing is like the movies or the musics. Leave the music aside. Okay. So the movies which I have are mostly doesn't available in most of the OTT platform. As you know, like these days, most of the movies in the OTT platform doesn't have a huge collection, and most of the movies are really lame. Okay. So you don't find like 35 shots of rum or happy people here in the taiga over in any OTT, okay? Or hunger to begin with, okay? So if someone wants to access this collection or a single movie in the collection, so I really found a cool tool, okay? And this video is about that tool, really. Okay, let me show you what the tool is, and I'll show you how. I will show you a small demo on how it's being done. Okay, so let me, yeah. So this is the name of the tool. So this is called sendMe, okay, which is a really cool program written in Rest, and you can ideally send files to anyone in the world without having to send it to a server and ask them to download it from a server. And this is really, really cool. Okay, let me show you like how this works, and I'll give you a small demo. As you can see here, this is something like SCP, where you need an IP to connect to a machine and then to SCP. But over here, you don't need an IP because this REST program makes use of a library called IRA, and which is a really cool P2P library. Okay, and you can read about it on the documentation if you want, if you're interested, and it's really cool, really cool. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah. Okay. So the beautiful thing about that library is like you don't really need an IP. Instead, you get a node ID with which you can uniquely identify a device. Okay. So I guess you guys are not interested over this shit, but let me give you a small demo on how it's being done, and it's really cool. Yeah, it's really cool. Okay. Okay, let me show you. Let's see the download instructions and just yeah. So this is just a script, and after it's executed, you just get a binary file, and you just execute the file. Okay, so it's a small Rust program, and you get a Rust binary. So I already have a binary called in my bin folder called sendMe. Okay, so if I give sendMe, you get you can send it, you can receive files. Okay, so if someone wants to receive a file, they just need to have this binary. Binary is not also like big or something. Okay, you can just see the size over here. It's so small. Yeah, it's around 28 MB and it's really small and it really works. That's a cool thing about it. Okay, so let me do one thing. Okay, let me just log into my server. Okay, so now I'm on my server. If you're not sure, yeah, I have a Debian server, and here let me go to my local bin and let me just download send me over here. Fuck. Okay, I don't have SH. Okay, I have. Okay, fine. This is working. Let me run send me. Yeah, send me is over here. Okay. Now let's try to go to pictures. Okay. Yeah. Let's try to send my wallpaper collection to my server without using my IP. Okay, now instead of SCP, which uses an IP, I want to use send me and then send it. Send me, send. So you just mention the directory of the file name you want to do. Yeah, I mean, you want to send. So see how quick it is. So send me just creates a blob. I mean, this unique ID is nothing but, I mean, this is the unique ID I was talking about earlier. So once this instance is running here in your machine, you can just hop onto any other machine in the world. Right now, for the demo purpose, I'm just using my server and showing like how it's being done. So let me just paste this command, and you see it's happening. And my server is kind of slow, so my speed is kind of slow. But if you are trying in your machine, It should be really great. Yeah. And the beautiful thing about this, you can send any type of data over here, and there is no restriction on the type of data or the amount of data you could send. And the technology behind this stuff is really, really cool, and you can really learn about this stuff on IRA documentation. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. Yep. Now this is done. Let's see the world directory. Yeah, and here are all the wallpapers. Now they are in my server. So this is really cool. And someone wants to access this. If you have sent me anywhere in the world and you try to access this command, I mean, with this node ID and send me reserve, you'll be able to download the file. Okay, and this is really, really cool. Okay, this is what I want to show you guys today. And it's a great tool. And just give it a try and let me know your comments. Thanks.